What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Odd Arcade. This is Cody, and today we're talking about the PlayStation 5 user interface that was just revealed today. We're going to break down some of the main features here just in a quick video so you understand what's going on, and hopefully this is helpful. And the first feature we're going to talk about here is what PlayStation is dubbing the Control Center. So basically, if you're in a game like they are here with Sackboy: A Big Adventure, you hit the home button or the PlayStation button and it pulls you into this screen here with all these cards. They call these cards, and these are your running applications. So these are any applications you're running in the background, just like if you're on an iPhone, you double-click the home screen or you swipe up now and it pulls open your open apps. That's what's going on here. So if you're playing a previous game, you backed out, jumped into a new game, you can easily hit the home button, jump back into that old game, just like quick resume. It'll be even faster here with the PlayStation SSD, but that's what's going on. You can also look, goes into photos here, anything you've had open photos, music, games, anything. Now, it is interesting to me that they dub this cards or a card system because that's exactly what Palm, a previous sort of software and phone developer, called their WebOS system back in the day. So WebOS, if anybody remembers the Palm Pilot or the Palm Pre, the Palm Pixie, they were phones and PDAs that tried to compete with the iPhone and Android back in the day, probably 8 to 10 years ago. And they had a WebOS system that pulled open cards, and that's what they called their multitasking system. It was called Cards. Later, iPhone, like today, stole that system, and then that's what they use now, where you open up your apps, you can swipe them up off the screen to get rid of them. That was originally from Palm. That was their design. And actually, Palm is owned by LG, the TV manufacturer now, so I'm not sure how Sony legally got around calling these cards or a card system, but it's very interesting that they did. I'm sure they lawyered up and they know what they're doing there, but that is basically what this is, guys. It's multitasking on your PlayStation. Super cool. Which brings us to the next feature. As you could have seen in this video they showed, the help system. So Sony allows devs to basically make quick helps, quick tutorials, just within a button's press away. So there's no more going online, no more looking at your phone, trying to figure out how to beat a level or find a key or a coin or whatever. Devs can put quick help videos or text or voice straight into this control center, and you can easily get it right here without having to go outside of the console. I think that's super cool. It's yet to be seen how much of this is going to be used by third-party developers. I'm sure all first-party devs will use it just because Sony wants them to. I'm not sure that something like Cyberpunk is going to put hundreds of hours of tutorial and help tips in their game. That's just a lot of time being used to do that. But we'll see. It would be interesting if Sony sort of allowed users and the players to put their own help tips here, kind of like they do in like Bloodborne or Dark Souls games. But we will see. That would be messy. It'd be hard for Sony to do, I'm sure, and curate that, but would be super interesting. The next feature, and the one I'm most excited about, is the voice chat system. In the past, I think Xbox has had a better voice chat system, in all honesty, than PlayStation, but this year this looks extremely robust. It's similar to something like Discord channels. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to create a group to have all your friends join. Name it The Boys, for example. Throw all your buds in this group. They'll be able to share videos here. You can stream and then post your stream in the group. So say they jump in the group, they'll see, Cody's on and he's streaming some Apex Legends. And you can watch the stream right there. You can share video, photos, messages. They don't show messages here, but I'm sure you'll be able to. That's awesome. That's exactly what a Discord channel is. You'll be able to, if you see a friend playing a game, you can join straight from here. You can join his game straight from the group. So basically it's a mini social media just for your friends that you've invited to this group. No longer do you have to, find someone, are they online? Let me invite them. They can just jump into the group as far as I can tell here, and they'll be able to, if they're in the group, you just jump in the group. Hey, somebody's online. Awesome. We're already in. We're already talking. We can join games together. Super cool, super fluid. It's modern. It's what they should have had for a long time, and Discord's done it right, and this looks like the future. Screenshots are back. Not anything new. We've had that in the past. They do allow you to do it in 4K now, so Sony kind of showed that off. That's cool. I did notice the intro screen. That is 4K as well. It looks gorgeous. So I'm excited about that. But yes, photos are back. And this brings us to the main home or main user interface. So this is home, the hub screen. This is normally what you would see on PlayStation when you boot up the system. And it's been overhauled here. I think it looks a lot better, in all honesty. It sort of splits everything where you see more graphics, more screenshots at prettier. You get to see photos and you get to see the pretty side of a game instead of scrolling through games and seeing sort of a bunch of social media screenshots and random information below that you don't want. I know a lot of times I would go through and say I hover over Bloodborne. It would pull up, store information below, photos below, just random things I didn't care about. And it would chug. It sort of took time to load those in sometimes if the internet was slow. It was kind of a sluggish system. This here looks clean. It looks like it's going to be much faster, and it's just prettier all around. Last but not least is the overhauled PlayStation Store. In the past, you had to go over to the store icon, click it, open up that app, and then you could browse. Honestly, the PlayStation Store was a little clunky for me. Not nearly as bad as the PlayStation 3 store, which is a atrocious disaster. But the PlayStation Store was at least functional and worked well on the PlayStation 4. This time it's even better. So what they're allowing you to do is instead of having to go over to PlayStation Store and click on it, open the app and use it, you just tab over to it and it's there. It's open. So you'll be able to tab over to the store icon and everything's right there below. So you scroll down, you can look through games, newest releases, whatever. It's yet to be seen how detailed this will be. So can you search by genre here? Can you look at, can you type in specific game names from this screen? I don't know. They didn't really show that off, but they did show how easy it was to get to it. So it's possible you'll still be able to go into a traditional store. They haven't shown that, but we'll see. We'll see when the console comes out or if they release any more info. But this is definitely a move in the right direction. Getting everything right here where you don't have to go through multiple steps to do things. I think that's the whole point of this console, is to make everything quick and snappy, and this is definitely how you do that. Just being able to load a store instantly and look at it without having to wait for load times, boot up an app and all that. So definitely an improvement, exciting to see, and we will see how in-depth this thing is. And that is all, folks. Thank you for watching the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to see you guys join the PlayStation community here. And yeah, I think we've covered everything about the PlayStation UI, at least that they've shown, that's important, at least to me. And keep a lookout for new videos. Thanks, guys. Bye.